Hello, this is Capture Fail with this completionist run of Lotro using Ered Hunter. And in the last episode, I finished all quests in Ered Luin. And these are the last two deeds that I have to do there to finish the quest until such time, finish the area until such time as higher level things crop up in this zone. So this is all the initial quests and deeds, almost done. So that spider mother is like the queens in other areas, attracts other nearby spiders to join in the fight. But I'm going further than you usually have to, doing the quests to this area. Searching out all the spiders. Now for this I don't have a Slayer Deed booster. I used it to do the slugs in the Shire quickly. So there's only a couple left of quests left to do. Deeds, I mean. I can get another Slayer book, but I'll save it when I've got more to do at the same time, because they last quite a decent amount of time, doubling the number of kills you get for Slayer Deeds. And the one I can get for nothing is reward for a quest in Bree. I'll do that later, probably for the Shire deeds. It's good when you've got enough of them in a zone like this, so that when you finish, if you go back to where you started, there's respawns. So you're not having to chase all over the territory. So besides spiders, I've also got wolves to do. The only place in Ered Luin where wolves are highly concentrated is near Kelondim. So I'll have to go there. I just hope there's no starter characters trying to do the initial deed there, because I don't like taking it away from lower level characters than me. But that's the spiders finished. To get to Kelondim quickly, I came via teleport to Lalia's market. So now I can ride from South Bree to Kelondim and go on a wolf hunt. 60 of them, because this is the advanced deed. In Ered Luin, not all of the Slayer deeds have an advanced layer that makes you do even more. I think in the Shire they do. So, green wolves, I did a lot of using quick shot. This will take a couple of goes around the lake here. A little pool. At this time I'm not looking for planks of wood or the elf's satchel. Yeah, it looked clear for the moment, but yeah, there's the first one respawned. So I've just got to wait a little while and I'll be able to more or less repeat what I just did. And 30, I've now got halfway through the deed. I want some focus every now and then. And luckily there's no sign of any other players. Came at the right time. Sunday and Monday are the days for me where I'm most likely to encounter other players, because that's the weekend in America. And this is Arkenstone, which is an American server. Gwathorn and I, when we tried out the legendary servers, tried out the European one for a change. We were on Mordor, not Angmar. But our verdict on the Wraiths is a very negative one. And I'm not sure about Gwathorn, but I'm not going back to Mordor anymore. Not that kind of Mordor. I'll go to the real Mordor within Arkenstone server. My house has got a magic door, takes me there. But that's finished the wolves, so I've now swapped back in Shire quests. There's two main areas still to do. Brockenborings area, which includes epic quests, and you go from Stock to Farmer Maggot's farm, and then from there to a big camp of bandits behind a waterfall or above it. I'm now on level 14, and I'm sure I can finish all the starter areas on that level, because it's the level at which you do the first stuff with Strider once prologues are over. So there's several quests to give to Wilcom Tunnelly, including from way back when I first spoke to Lobelia, Sackville Baggins. And now the rabbit hole is needed. There's plenty of quests from Brockenborings. There's a bear quest and a bat quest. Bat quest is the highest level at 13. And now she wants me to go and see the bounder. And the quest rewards are never as good as the crafted material. Of course, I won't have to do any crafting until I'm level 22 now to get the next grade of gear. And I can start taking down the bears on the way to the goblin camp. Normally, when I do this, I don't bother with the goat quest, which is over to the left. So by force of habit, I came straight into the camp, which was not very efficient. I should have gone and got the goat quest, considering I have to do all quests in this run. So the usual thing, knocking off goblins with preference to the hurlers, because they're ranged, and that's a separate quest. Now, if I'd done the goat quest, I could have gone through that gateway. So I came out here when I'd done all the other quests, looking for more bears, and I saw this ring symbol and realised I didn't do things in the optimum manner. I decided to go around for a few more bears yet. Badger got in the way. Right, before going back to Brock and Moorings, I'll go in and do the goat quest now. If I choose the right path, I shouldn't have to repeat too many of the goblins I already got. Bear left. And it took me a little while to find that gateway again. Got to go through. Okay. And since I don't normally do that quest, I didn't know what extra goblins were going to be spawned. I didn't even know it was going to be an escort quest. Didn't remember that. Of course, those 3 are new spawns just for the quest. And there's more ahead. These. Right, come on, sheep. I'm going out the main gate. Make sure the wolf doesn't interfere. Right, and one more bear, which was exactly what I wanted. So that's done just about everything that I need on this little trip. I started to ride off, didn't realise those new goblins had spawned behind me. That was obviously part of the quest as well. But here's how Ross the Ranger. And I'll hand in the quests in town. That's the bear quest. And the stuff from the cart. And that over. Gypsum or whatever it was. And there's one over here. That was the ranged goblins, I think. Now I'm ready to go back to Wilcombe Tunnelly. And the emphasis will change temporarily from goblins to spiders. Yeah, there's a deed for spiders as well in the Shire. I'll concentrate on the quests for the time being. I just achieved all the exploration quests by discovering Scary Quarry. I just clear the way to the cave. Now I swallowed all of my boosts. I had lined up on the top row of the toolbars because this is an explorer quest, and it's there was a big fight just then where everybody joins in when you fight the Queen. And I've had characters killed by having to fight too many of them. So, milestone back out. May not have to do many spiders for deeds because there were all the spiders up near Overhill as well. Yeah, again, using Bree to get back on the stable network because I've got to go to Mitchell Delving, to the Matham House guy again for the last time. Oh no, not the last time, much later. Level high 40s, I think. You have to go back to some of these areas. Right, Aros the Ranger, and it's back to goblins. So I'm finding the way in. I've got to go into that cave, but I've also got another fellowship quest, which is to find the shopkeeper's aunt's umbrella. Now I start taking down the goblins here, and look at this. 3 guys. The speed they're taking the goblins down, they're obviously highly over-leveled. They're doing to me what I didn't want to do to someone else back at the Kelondim Wolves. So I just went a different direction from them and to do the umbrella first. It's giving me decent numbers of goblins, so I'm not too much put out. There'll be some goblins inside the instance at the cave. So when I'm nearly done, I'll stop taking out these unnecessary ones. But there's the umbrella. Take out what I can find before those horsemen, etc., come up this way. And there's respawns on the way back down. I spotted one behind me. Yeah. Presumably those 3 guys were heading for the cave themselves, because this is the direction they went, but since it's an instance, I don't have to worry about them in there. And looking at the numbers, I don't need those last 2. Find the bounder. As you've probably seen, I mix up my use of all the different skills quite a bit. Anything that's not likely to be on cooldown. Rarely takes me more than 2 different skills to make a kill. Especially since I save my heart seekers for bosses. Right, that spawns a few until the boss jumps down. There he is, and I did a heart seeker on him. And that has completed the goblin deed. None of Halros's stuff is really any good. So I've got bats left. I've got to hand in the umbrella. And then comes stock and the marish. So bats now, not too many. There's no deed for those. There's no problem finding them. One more. There we go. And that's the end of Brockenborings. So I need a stable ride out to stock. There are some quests in this group that I haven't even taken yet, so I need to go to the pub here. Get him. And this should be the last tavern quest. So that's a deed as well. Right, we're at the Marish, Farmer Maggot's farm, famous from the books, etc. And now I have the 4 quests that take place near the waterfall. So I added in at this stage all the remaining deeds for the Shire. Again, so I can do things along the way. Now look at this. A whole bunch of characters with very similar names. I think what that was one person running many instances of the game, which is not allowed. But totally ruined my achievement of the sickle fly deed at this stage. Yeah, I think that guy was just flicking from one instance to the next, shooting arrows. Now, this is what I always do at this zone. I rescue Violet first. I take out all the ones between her and her cage, and then we run back, and there's as few respawns as possible. In fact, those 2 just then were spawned by the quest, and there was only one that I missed on the way up. So she's safe, and I can now do the rest at any pace. It's easy to get enough numbers of bandits for the quest, that is, while picking up these 2 items. Trappers are ranged. One came up behind me. So I just cleared the way to the fireworks box and I set them all on fire. And that leaves, I think it's the yeast, which is the tavern quest. Here's the old yeast, and I've now done everything. So I report back to the paladin on the fireworks. He sends me to the woman who started that very long fireworks chain. That's finally done. And I've got people in stock again. My milestone was still set to Brock and Borings, so took a ride back to the pub. One outside, one inside, and there goes the deed for doing all of the tavern quests. Which should just leave me with hunting deeds. And this is the last quest. There we are. All the quests in the Shire as at start. So 3 deeds on the books at the moment, but there will be advanced ones. Now I came back here to the Yale Height, and thank goodness those duplicated archers are gone on the places respawned. So now I get my harvest flies. Now, when I turned on the advanced Slayer deeds and realised there's 4 to do, I decided to go off and earn that other Slayer deed book. You have to do a quest here in Bree, which involves a lot of running around, but I decided to spend a lot of mithril to do it fast and get that book. Now, if I want to use a similar book when I'm doing Slayer deeds in Breeland or further zones, I'll have to buy them, because this turtle quest is the only one, at least in low-level areas where you can earn one. The others will cost Lotro points. But it will halve the time that I spend back in the Shire doing those deeds on the list. Into the shed, I found a photo, a little video clip of a whole lot of little turtles walking towards a boy that had a bowl of lettuce, real life video, and I posted it up on the Lotro Reddit with the title "Grobo's Worst Nightmare." Got quite a few upvotes. Yeah. I've got the password. So, inside the house, and there's this devious plot that we have evidence for. And the surprise is it's somebody's birthday. That's what they were sneaking around for. Infiltrators. Can't tell if they're supposed to be bandits anyway or not. But here we go, Slayer Deed book. And I'll use it at the last possible moment before I start hunting again. Brigands, harvest flies, wolves and slugs. Now I came here to Hobbiton. I was just checking then that I had everything on the list. And I'm heading over to Dora's farm and the nearby wolf den. Take care of wolves first. That one I had the lowest numbers still to get. But it has an advanced. So I put that on the list and carried on. But each one I shoot here is counting as 2 on the numbers. Could have gone to Puddifoot's fields to do wolves, but taking the lower level ones simply make it quicker. Often 1 shot instead of 2. And more here, Dora's farm. Again, it's a good thing there's nobody here. Well, I mean, if there was somebody here trying to get the chickens, it wouldn't matter because you don't have to kill wolves on that quest. But if I'd seen a low-level player trying to do the wolf den quest that comes after it, I'd have backed off. I would prefer to share the quest with someone in that circumstance, but I probably would have done too much one-shotting. Probably would have used quick shot and just sent 1 arrow into each wolf. Because with quick shot would be least likely to kill it in 1. But now it's slugs. I already did the first slug quest, slug deed, with my first Slayer book. So this is the advanced slugs, and they're not that easy to find because they're not hostile. They don't show up as red dots on the mini-map, so you have to go around hitting the tab key and just looking up at the top left at the name of your current target. But well, we'll only need to get 20 of the 40. And we're almost there. Used hunting ability to find the last couple. But that's all the slugs now.